All right, the holiday season's coming up, and you're gonna have some food decisions to make. There's all this good food around Christmas time, around New Year's, around Thanksgiving. You're gonna be there's gonna be pie, there's gonna be roasts, there's gonna be turkey, there's gonna be hopefully like there's in my house prime rib, but there's gonna be desserts, there's gonna be candy corn, all this different stuff laying around your house. And if you're someone like me who tends to overeat during the holidays, I'm telling you right now, this is a great opportunity for you to pick up some points along the way, because if you can avoid gaining a ton of weight in the holiday season, that's gonna help you jumpstart your New Year's resolution. So how do you do that? Honestly, the best advice I have for you is to pick and choose your spots intentionally. Listen, trying to be a monk during the holiday season in the United States is going to be very challenging for you. You're not going to be able to do that. There's going to be too many parties, too many white elephant exchange parties, too many gatherings with your family, with your church family, whatever it is. There's going to be too much of that. So you're going to have to figure out a way to be able to navigate it well. And you don't always want to be a Scrooge or a bummer all the way during holiday season. Believe me, I've done it. It's not super fun and you're not super popular. So for me, I think what's helpful is to choose a few dates on the calendar where you know, hey, I'm going to eat really well that day, okay? So for you, it might be Christmas Day. It might be, a certain weekend. Maybe it's New Year's Eve. Pick 2, 3, or 4 dates. Set them on the calendar where you know that these are the days where you're gonna let loose a little bit. These are the days you're gonna eat grandma's pie. You're gonna eat your mom's stuffing. You're gonna eat, maybe you're a chef and you cook yourself. You're gonna have a little bit of caramel corn or something like that around the holidays. So build those days in, and then what you do is the other days, plan accordingly. Bring food with you if necessary, offer to cook. So if you plan accordingly, you're gonna have food prepared, you're going to maybe host dinner at your place, you're gonna maybe even bring food with you, you're gonna do something to keep yourself in check with your diet. Now listen, if you politely decline your sister-in-law's meal, or maybe modify it a little bit on the 23rd, but on the 24th you're going to have her apple pie. She's not going to care about that. But this also allows you to kind of build up some mental health, enjoy yourself, get some good serotonin in your system with a good dessert around the holidays as well. Number 2, and I think this should go without saying, but we all don't do it, and that's this: you got to double down your workouts. You really got to spend intentional time getting some good hard workouts in, burning some calories. So if you are someone like me who likes to do CrossFit, or you like to hit the gym, go on runs, whatever, make sure you're being consistent throughout the holiday season. Now, this is tough because all of our schedules are up in the air, right? Work is taking a break, it's slowing down, the kids are out of school, whatever it may be, but you've got to be intentional about maybe getting up a little bit earlier and making sure you get that full workout in. I'll tell you what, there's nothing better than sitting down to a big, delicious dinner around the holidays, knowing that you put the work in to be able to have some additional calories left in the bank. So if you worked out in the morning, man, that whole day, you're able to just enjoy yourself and relax. Now, of course, those things don't cancel out, but it certainly does help. So if you're planning on eating some good meals, making sure you're doubling down on your workouts. Now, one of the cool things you can do, especially around the holidays, a lot of CrossFit gyms or a lot of places like Orange Theory, some of these F45, these classes that kind of go on around the United States, they typically do like a Christmas morning throwdowns or whatever. Go to one of these places, a CrossFit gym or Orange Theory, on Christmas morning or Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, and just get a really good early workout in, because then you're gonna have some more calories left over to be able to enjoy for the holidays. Number 3, do the cooking yourself. This is the easiest way to avoid too many calories. I always do this, one, because I love to cook and I feel like people like the cooking good enough. That's a good enough reason for me to cook. This allows me to control what I put in it. So no junk oils, I don't go overboard. I don't use things like breadcrumbs or anything like that. I usually do high quality meat, grass-fed meats, pasture-raised eggs, high quality fats like grass-fed butter or ghee or coconut oil, and I make all of the food. It's delicious, it's tasty, and you're getting high quality ingredients, so you're not getting a lot of some of the typical holiday stuff that a lot of people are getting. Some people are, mixing sugar in their yams and things like that. If I can avoid that, I will, by making the food myself, and quite honestly, I think it tastes a little bit better anyway. Now, again, if you are going to eat whatever your friends cook and whatever your family cooks, that's totally fine, but use some of the other tips we talked about. Pick and choose your spots, and make sure you get a good workout in if you're gonna do that. Number 4, find other ways to celebrate the holiday season other than just eating, okay? So if you're a believer or a Christian like me, then you know that Christmas is incredibly important, right? It's the coming of Jesus is very, very important. But there's other ways to celebrate than just pigging out on whatever food is in the house. One of the things I did one year was, instead of having a traditional Christmas morning, we went on a family hike. We found the biggest mountain we could, and we just hiked up nice and early before the sun rose. And we got up there as the sun was coming up, and guess what? We were home by 9:30, 10 o'clock. We got a great workout in, and we avoided kind of the large-scale, giant Christmas breakfast thing that can sometimes take place. Now, that might not be possible for you, but there's other ways. You can go on a family walk. You can go on a family hike like we did. Maybe it's a family bike ride, or maybe you're just personally going and celebrating yourself and getting some meditation out on the road on a road bike. Or if it's snowy, maybe you're snowshoeing or you're doing something like that. I know some friends that go skiing or snowboarding on Christmas morning or Christmas Eve. And so those are all great ways to kind of burn some calories and avoid being in the house, because you know as good as I do is if you're sitting around in your house and there's good food, you're just going to start eating it. And the last thing for you, if you do go overboard, if you do eat too much, if you do feel horrible, be kind to yourself, okay? Relax, be kind to yourself. Because if you're kind to yourself, it really is showing the love of Jesus to yourself anyway. Listen, there's no point in beating yourself up around the holiday season. There's no point in just hammering yourself for eating too much. It's really, really silly. You're gonna feel sick, that's fine. Just don't beat yourself up. If you're someone like me who's really intentional about eating, sometimes you can get in your head, go, man, I wish I didn't do that. It's fine, you're gonna live. If you want some next level tips, if you wanna kind of overcome some of that, activated charcoal is a great way to mop up some of the toxins you're eating. So if you have some alcoholic drinks, activated charcoal afterwards is a great idea. You can also help avoid hangovers that way. Vitamin C with your drinking, with your eating, digestive enzymes if you're eating too much. That's really, really good, helpful tip. And also things like a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar can help with your digestion. So you're not waking up so bloated at the end of the holiday. Well, that's it, friends. I'm glad. I hope you don't overeat too much, but if you do, remember, it's all good. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel. Give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and I will see you on the next one. If you want more biblically based wellness principles, they are coming on the Ex Nihilo channel. And don't forget, I just released my course, The Healthy Believer Blueprint. Healthy Believer Blueprint has put several hours of all of the Ex Nihilo principles into one course for you, so you can kind of wake up after the holidays and go pursue God-honoring health. So I'll put the link in the description below.